I'm recording, I just don't know how the scene looks because it's so bright outside. I dropped the ISO down to like 250 to make it perform, like make it a lot darker, just to see what would happen later. So I'm just kind of noting my observations. I'm talking this direction, then I'll talk this way and see if that works better. But in either angle works. It's just because I don't know, it's so bright outside that I can't tell how my lighting situation is working right now. decided to go to Chinatown. I just feel like exploring Chinatown, but I guess you guys are gonna have to join me on this journey because You know, that's just kind of what I feel like doing. Just kind of like, hey, if we find something good to eat, that'd be like an added bonus, but it's the finding the good food to eat is the problem right now. Hey guys, welcome back. Like I said, I felt like exploring some restaurants in Chinatown. Here we are in a very natural, beautiful looking restaurant off the main strip of the main boulevard that we were just walking on. So for me, I think what excites me the most about this right out the gate is the fresh clam and vermicelli and spicy wine soup for sure. I think so. The wonton noodle soup is interesting. Okay. Can I order?
We put here.
Alright guys, so I found myself at Hopwoo BBQ and Chinese Seafood Restaurant, and I decided to go with the yang-chow fried rice, the whole fried tilapia with spicy black bean sauce with the szechuan mapo tofu. So I'm thinking that it'll go well together. At least I hope so. It'll go well. I think it'll taste really good. You can't go wrong with Chinese food usually. So, alright guys, so I'm getting some of the egg drop tofu soup I think they gave me. I think it tastes really good. So oh wow, that's so good. And you know, this restaurant, like it doesn't rate like at the absolute tippy top, but then I kind of watched like Mark Wayne and his food vlogs, and I realized that some of the restaurants he'd go to are like places where the ratings might not necessarily be at the might not be as inflated. You might be surprised. Like in this particular case,
It's a really old looking restaurant. And you know, I don't operate on sponsors right now, so I don't depend on advertise. Like I have to pay for my own food. And so for me, it's just, you know, is it interesting enough to bring me in? Like does it have a spontaneity factor, and then do they hook you with good enough food when you're here? So. You know, I'm excited. I hope they give me extra rice, because I'm probably going to eat all the rice. And then I'm going to eat all the food that they give me. Oh, wow. Already? Oh, wow. What is this again? Oh, it's the yang-chow fried rice. Okay, so let me like bring this down a little closer for you guys to see. So we got yang-chow fried rice. They got some extra rice on the side. So you notice how we're making a lot of progress here.
Oh wait, 24. Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so fried rice is incredible. I like it. I actually found my restaurant angle. Wow.
No, bro, she's wearing pink. I know.
Some water for me, please.
Yo. Tofu.
I haven't even been on it. Here's that.
So the mapo tofu is so incredible. Look at this, guys.
Yes, it was delicious. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Oh, yes. So we got the mapo tofu. Tofu is looking good. Now, I don't know if I can eat this all at once while I'm sitting down, but that's not the point.
Oh, cute. Wait, is it Friday?
Wow, that's a fantastic tofu. Wow. Okay, so here we got the tilapia right now. I'm gonna run out of battery. This is the main dish. Oh, shit. That happens. So, this is the main item. And I don't know if the camera captures it very well, but that's the main dish. Chopsticks. So we got the chopsticks on their own. That was good. I'm gonna try out the tilapia though. It's kind of it's kind of seared, but full of flavor. It tastes a lot differently than I thought it would.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
That's actually really good. Hey guys, so I finally made it back home. I know I didn't set up no video shot for me to like be like, hey, I made it back, like Casey Neistat or something back home, but I did. And honestly, it was such a bummer. In the middle of eating all that Chinese food, the phone died. Honestly, I did give those Chinese ladies a bit of a hard time earlier, but that was only because they weren't giving me water correctly. But I was like, you know, how many times can you ask somebody like, yo, waiter, give me water. Yo, waiter, I just bought like 3 different platters of food. Give me some fucking water. Like, come on, what is this? But as far as like the quality of the food, fantastic. I actually took it home and put it in a to-go box. And now I have some extra Chinese food sitting in my refrigerator. Like 3 additional boxes of Chinese food. And then I have like leftover carbonara and everything like that. So all of a sudden, like, I'm overly stuffed on food. So, you know, maybe for like a day or two, I'm gonna ease off on the cook from home episode type of dealios. And instead, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about what happened as far as like the Airbnb. So the resolution that I got It's not pretty. So at first, I thought I was gonna have, I thought I was gonna like get paid $1,000 for renting out to a guest, but instead, Airbnb support said that. Okay, so here's basically what Airbnb messaged me. And so that changes the entire budget for this week. So they said, we are still trying to figure out how we can help the guest. We are communicating with him and ask relevant information just to make sure all the details is accurate. I will keep in touch. And so Airbnb support follows up and says, and I'm also gonna put an overlay so that you guys can see it next to me, but we understand that from time to time, so this is what Airbnb support told me, we understand that from time to time factors may impact our ability in hosting to our guest expectations. For this instance, Airbnb released $300 to your payout, and we have refunded the guest. I also would like you to review our ground rules for hosts in order to ensure comfortable and reliable stays for your guests. Please let us know if you ever need any assistance in the future. The case is now closed. Please let us know if you need any assistance in the future. Kindly, Airbnb support. Thank you. Have a lovely day. So we went from making $1,100 was what we thought was going to happen because we actually got an Airbnb guest. Now we're just down to $300. So again, what that means is that the Airbnb no refund policy only covers up to a certain extent, I think. It's kind of like a bummer because I thought Airbnb's no refund policy would be a little bit more comprehensive than that, but it turns out that that's not necessarily the case. At the same time though, you know, it is a concession. I'll take $300, that's $300. That's an additional positive to my finances, which helps, even though the guest isn't gonna check in or move into that particular bedroom. That leaves it open to someone else who can spend $1,200 a month to rent out the bedroom. And then I'm gonna use the $300 to try and improve the apartment unit in some areas, which I'll document in some home improvement related episode. That's coming up, so we're going to try and do the best we can with like $300, I guess, or we can just you know, try and recoup or try to use that money on marketing so I can get some more customers inside of my business. I don't know. I thought I was going to be in the positive by about, you know, plus 1,100. Plus another 200 today, plus some additional money from other clients. So, you know, everything is off again. Finances, you know, like are very, very, you know, contingent on whether or not, you know, I can act. And then that puts me in a better position financially, but I haven't been able to make any progress other than, you know, Airbnb decided to refund the guest. And then they decided to pay out $300 to help honor their no refund policy. And, you know, I actually, you know, I already know that if I fight them over this issue, like if I waste time or I call them or I keep disputing, it'll just take longer and longer for me to receive my payout. And I would much rather focus on repositioning that Airbnb unit. So if it's not appealing to people for whatever reason, it might just be a matter of me throwing in like something basic, like a bed frame or like a basic bed mattress. So a cheap bed mattress with like a blanket on top of it might make the room look a little bit more marketable, you know? So I might just do that, and then I might switch it over to a short-term rental. So that I only have to deal with the guest on a very short-term basis. That could be some options that are available to me right now. Like, I think we need to build up the reputation profile of this listing a bit more before only marketing long-term listings. And the more and more I try and fight this boulder, it just keeps rolling right back on top of me for whatever reason. Like there's something about the property that people don't like. There's something about the neighborhood that scares them off. There's something about the way I look or the way I smell probably that they don't like. I mean, it could be any number of reasons. You know, for the most part, I don't want to add to the number of reasons for why people are not gonna book my Airbnb apartment unit or the spare bedroom at the very minimum. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly livable. You know, I mean, like it does need some work. So I'm obviously gonna record some videos of me working on my apartment this month. But for the most part, I think people are overreacting to the negative, and it's causing me so much like problems. But at the same time, you know, at least it gives me, you know, some more time to work on the Airbnb listing to make it look serviceable. You know, I hope that I guess I can make some progress here. I guess I say. But yes, we went up $300 rather than the $1,100 that I thought. That's going to mess with a number of factors going into the next couple days and the next week. And it's, you know, what can I say? You know, the guests didn't want it. You know, at the very minimum, you know, I reduced some of my risk with a no refund policy, but just keep in mind that even if you have a no refund policy, that there's limitations to how much Airbnb is actually willing to cover. And your case might differ from my case. So, you know, hopefully, you know, I'm able to do something about that spare bedroom where somebody really spontaneously wants it so badly that they'll actually pay money for it and the correct amount of money somehow. Yep. So that's the end of me ranting about this. And you know, I am completely pooped after coming back from Chinatown and taking care of some work for a client out in, you know, AlHambra. So, you know, overall, spent a lot of time, you know, today tracking things down, doing things, getting things taken care of. And, you know, overall, you know, $300 is like, you know, 20% of the amount that I thought I was going to get. So that is quite a bummer. And not to mention, I don't even have a long-term guest to help occupy the unit. So again, this is proving to be a very difficult unit to rent out. You know, I guess I'm stuck. You know, I've never felt so frustrated trying to, but I can fix it. You know what I said about being motivated, right? Like, don't give up. Like, I'm not giving up. I failed 4 times in a row, and I'm going to keep going and going and going and going until eventually I will break that door open and I'll be a successful person, even out of this, you know, unit. I've seen people rent out way worse on Airbnb and make money off of it. Like, this isn't that bad. You know, like I said, I told Airbnb I thought this was ridiculous. I think it's perfectly habitable. I live in it. They can make it work as I try to make some repairs. All right, guys, that's enough for me of me today. You know, I am completely, utterly, and totally wiped out. But I hope to stay positive and, you know, mention that, you know, like I'm saying, you know, I continue to, you know, work on myself, and I continue to work on the things that I can control. And I think in the next couple days, things will definitely improve. I think that I can improve on a number of other areas that can get me excited. And just not only that, like, you know, even though I got this bad news from Airbnb today that they were only going to pay me $300, even though I have a no refund policy set at the first month's rent for $1,100, I still have other sources of income and I can still be productive. I also achieved 10,000 YouTube subscribers today. So I got to 10,000 YouTube subscribers. And I think I'm on track to do much, much more than I thought I would just starting out my YouTube channel, and things are just very, very early, you know? So, you know, loud, you know, round of applause for me. Even though I thought I was gonna make, you know, arguably a lot more money this week, I still got a positive feedback loop from something else, like creating YouTube content and creating YouTube videos for people such as yourself on the internet all across the world who may or may not benefit from learning more about business, motivation, self-help, cooking, like, you know, places to go and eat, dine out, whatever. You know, this YouTube channel will have it all. I like to say that a lot, but I mean, like, you guys can have it all, and I'm going to show you guys as much of Los Angeles and as much of my life as reasonably possible. Stay tuned, folks, and be sure to follow, like, and subscribe. You know, I have to emphasize that I need more of your support, and I need people like you, random people such as yourself, to continue supporting my channel so that I can continue making more and more YouTube videos. So thank you. Thank you for all the support you guys have given me so far, and thank you for all the attention you continue to give me.